Have you ever stopped to think about why you choose one brand over another? Well, we're right in the middle of a massive revolution in branding, a shift so big that the story of one single person can be way more powerful than a multi-million-dollar ad campaign. So how on earth did we get here? And what does it mean for how we buy, well, pretty much everything? Let's get into it. It wasn't that long ago that this was the entire game plan. It was simple, right? You had a huge budget, you got the biggest celebrity you could find, you gave them a catchy line, and boom, you sold stuff. It worked. The face on the poster didn't really need to love the product, they just had to be famous. But that world, it's fading, and it's fading fast. We've gone from impersonal logos and silly jingles to wanting to see real faces and hear actual, authentic voices. The whole question we ask ourselves as consumers has changed. It's no longer just, what does this product do? It's now, who is the person behind this? And why should I even care about their story? All right, so here's our roadmap. We're going to track this whole evolution through three major waves. First, the rise of the founder as the brand, then the era of influencer empires, and finally, the new hybrid model that's really defining where we're headed. So let's kick things off with wave one, the founder as the brand. This is where a company's most powerful asset isn't a product or a patent, it's a person's story. So what exactly is founder-led branding? Well, it's when you literally can't separate the company from the person who started it. Think about it. Is Tesla just a car company? No way. It's Elon Musk's vision of the future brought to life. His personality, his tweets, his vision, that is the brand. And man, this model has absolutely exploded in India. Take Mama Earth. It's not just a brand with safe products, it's Gazelle Alag's personal journey as a mom trying to find something she could trust. Or The Whole Truth. It's not just about clean ingredients, it's about Shashank Mehta's obsessive quest for honesty. You see the pattern, right? We're buying the person first and the product comes second. This quote right here just nails it. In a world full of confusing labels and tricky marketing, Shashank Mehta's brutal honesty wasn't just a gimmick, it was the entire brand. His honesty became the main feature of the product itself. Now, this strategy is incredibly powerful, but, and it's a big but, it comes with a massive, massive risk. When your entire brand is built on one human being, what happens when that human being, does something human and messes up? And this is that double-edged sword in action. Adam Neumann's wild charisma built WeWork into a $47 billion behemoth, but his personal behavior is what brought it crashing down. Elizabeth Holmes's incredible story was the soul of Theranos, right up until we found out it was all a giant lie. The founder's greatest strength can flip and become the brand's biggest weakness in a heartbeat. So that huge personal risk we just talked about? Well, it naturally paved the way for something a little different. And that brings us to Wave 2, the age of the influencer-built empire. You see, influencers, they flip the whole script. Unlike founders who have to build a product and then find an audience, influencers already have the audience. They start day one with a massive community that already knows them, likes them, and trusts them. It's a huge head start. The distribution channel is already built in. And the kind of scale we're talking about here is just staggering. Take Mr. Beast's chocolate brand, Feastables. It's on track to make $250 million this year. $250 million. Why? Because his millions of fans aren't just buying a chocolate bar, they're buying a piece of his universe. The secret ingredient that connects all of these successes is authenticity. Emma Chamberlain's coffee brand works because her audience watched her love affair with coffee for years. TechBurner's community trusted his gadget reviews, so of course they're going to trust the accessories he makes. For this model to work, the product has to feel like it came from the creator's soul. But here is the major trap. The second a product feels like a cynical, forced cash grab, the trust that took years and years to build can be shattered in an instant. For an influencer, authenticity isn't just a buzzword, it's their entire currency. So, we've got the founder's authentic vision on one side and the influencer's incredible reach on the other. What happens when you try to combine them? Well, that takes us right into Wave 3, the hybrid model. Okay, so the hybrid model is all about getting the best of both worlds. You start with a founder's genuine, authentic story and vision, but then you use a celebrity or an influencer as a massive amplifier to get that story out to millions of people. And you see these hybrid power plays everywhere. Look at Boat. You have Aman Gupta's authentic energy and vision as a founder, but then it's supercharged with the pop culture cool of someone like Ranveer Singh. Or Bombay Shaving Company, using the credibility of cricketers and other creators to boost their founder-led message. It's a really powerful one-two punch of authenticity and scale. But yeah, even this model has a weak spot, and it's that celebrity loyalty can be, well, a bit fickle. When you see a huge star endorsing Pepsi one year, and then suddenly they're the face of Thumbs Up the next, it kind of reminds you that it's just a business deal. And that feeling can really chip away at the authentic trust the brand is trying so hard to build. So after riding all three of these waves, what's the big takeaway? Where are we actually headed? Well, all of this points to one really clear truth about the future of branding. You know, one of the biggest catalysts for this whole movement, especially here in India, was what you could call the Shark Tank effect. All of a sudden, founders weren't just suits in a boardroom. They were on our TVs on prime time. We heard their stories, we saw their passion, and we started to remember the person just as much as we remembered their product. They basically became celebrities themselves. And this just completely flips the old way of thinking on its head. It used to be that you needed to deal with a huge retailer to succeed. Not anymore. If you can capture people's attention, you own your own distribution channel. In this new world we live in, attention is literally the most valuable currency. So let's just put it all together real quick. The founder-led model gives you that deep, deep authenticity, but it comes with a huge personal risk. The influencer model gives you a built-in audience right from the start, but you risk a total collapse of authenticity if you get it wrong. And the hybrid model, it gives you massive reach, but the loyalty of your endorsers can be pretty low. The real winners in the future won't just choose one of these playbooks. They're going to be the ones who can masterfully blend all three. They'll start with a great authentic founder story, amplify it using trusted influencers who actually believe in it, and then validate it all with the right celebrities to get that mass market seal of approval. And that right there is the heart of it all. The game has totally changed. Branding isn't about having the slickest ad or the loudest slogan anymore. It's about building a genuine human connection. Because in the end, we don't just buy products. We buy people, we buy their stories, and more than anything else, we buy trust.